You saved. You were responsible. You did exactly what they told you to do. Put money aside, build a cushion, don't spend what you don't have. And right now, sitting in your account, that number looks the same as it did 6 months ago. Maybe it's even slightly higher. So why does it feel like you're losing ground? Because you are. And the terrifying part is, it's happening silently. No alarm, no notification. Just a slow, invisible drain that the system was never designed to explain to you. Here's what's actually going on. That money in your savings account, and let's say it's earning 1, maybe 2% interest if you're lucky enough to have a high-yield account. That feels like growth. The number goes up. But what you're not seeing is that the prices around you, rent, groceries, energy, insurance, are rising at a rate that outpaces what your bank is giving you back. That gap between what your money earns and what it costs to live, that gap is where your wealth is quietly disappearing. This is inflation. And it's not a news headline. It's your actual life right now. Here's what makes it harder to see. Inflation doesn't take money from your account. It takes value. Your balance stays the same, but what that balance can actually buy, the real-world purchasing power behind those numbers, shrinks every single year. So you look at your savings and think you're building something. But in real terms, you're standing still, while the finish line moves further away. You're not falling behind because you're failing. You're falling behind because the rules of the game changed and nobody told you. Now here's the first thing you need to understand about why this keeps happening to you specifically. The financial system is built around people who own assets, property, equities, businesses. When inflation rises, those assets rise with it. Your landlord's building goes up in value. The stock portfolio of someone 10 years ahead of you adjusts. But your savings account, that cash sitting in a number on a screen, does not. Cash is the one thing inflation punishes most. And you were told to hold cash. You were told that was responsible. What nobody explained is that holding cash in an inflationary environment is a slow decision to lose money. Not a dramatic crash, a slow bleed every single month for years. And the second layer of this, the part that makes it personal, is wages. You might have gotten a raise this year, maybe 3%, maybe 5% if you push for it, and it felt like progress. But if inflation ran at 6 or 7% during the same period, your raise didn't give you more. It gave you the illusion of more while your real purchasing power actually declined. You earn more and feel poorer. That's not a feeling. That is what is mathematically happening to you. The number on your paycheck goes up. The weight of that number in the real world goes down. Now here's the third layer, the one almost nobody talks about. The people setting monetary policy, the institutions deciding how much money to print, what interest rates to hold, how fast the economy should run. They're not operating with your savings account in mind. The decisions that create inflation are made at a structural level, and the consequences land disproportionately on people who hold cash, who rely on wages, who don't yet have assets working for them. You're not caught in the crossfire by accident. You're in the most exposed position in the entire financial structure. And the longer you stay there, holding cash, trusting that saving alone is a strategy, the more of your financial future quietly erodes. So what does this actually change? It changes what you're trying to protect. The goal was never to save money. The goal was to preserve the value of your time and labor. Those are not the same thing. And the moment you understand that distinction, everything about how you think about your money has to shift. You stop asking, how much do I have, and start asking, what is this actually worth? And what is it worth next year? You don't need to work harder. You need to see what's actually happening to the money you've already earned. If this changed how you evaluate your financial structure, consider subscribing to Unfiltered Finance.